Hello there YouTube, today I will be bringing you an in-depth guide on chaining. The things that we're going to be discussing in this video will be preparing for chaining, how to start a chain, what breaks a chain, what doesn't break a chain, the average numbers, and shiny Pokemon. Okay, so preparing for a chain, what you're going to need is you're going to need to go to Follower Town. You're going to want to buy here about 70 to 100 max repels or 100 to 125 super repels as they're more cost efficient. You'd like to buy about 10 to 20 quick balls as you'll need to capture at least one of the Pokemon to be able to start chaining the Pokemon. And you would also want like 30 other different type of Pokeballs just in case. Whatever, depending on what you're going to capture. You also want a lot of PP, so you'll need items such as Lepa Berries, Ethers, or the PP Restore O-Power. The PP Restore O-Power can be gotten in Mauville City. And lastly, you'll need patience and concentration. How to start a chain. You'll have to use the search feature in the Dexnav. You must make sure that you always find the next Pokemon that pops up, even if it's a different Pokemon. You gotta go into that battle no matter what. Make sure you look for the Pokemon you want shiny in the Dexnav. So that is what the search feature is for. A Pokemon with lots of PP. Why? Because you'll be KOing this Pokemon. High level Pokemon recommended. Why? So you can KO them and do this chain a lot faster. Must KO or catch the Pokemon. Now, when you first start the chain, you'll definitely have to capture the Pokemon so you can register it in your Pokédex or you won't be able to chain the Pokemon. And you must, at all times, use the C-Stick. The Pokemon every 5 levels will go up by a level of 10. This will prove that you are continuing your chain and you haven't broken it yet. And then after that level of 10, the Pokemon will level up by 1. So for example, if you were chaining 5 level Pokemon, it will go up on a chain of 5 to a level 15. And then the Pokemon right after will become a level 6. And then the 5 to the chain of 10 will become a level 26. And so forth. The path continues all the way up to a chain of 100. At a chain of 100, the levels reset, but the chain itself will not reset for the shiny Pokemon. Things that won't break your chain. Things that won't break your chain. You can use items perfectly fine. You'll be able to use O-Powers. You can even stop in the middle of a chain and go do a trade or even do a battle. You can go do a wonder trade. You can go to the home screen. You can add people. It won't break your chain. As long as the Pokemon isn't popping up already, you can do all of this stuff. You can switch around your Pokemon. If you need other Pokemon who have more PP, you can go to your items, use items. Maybe you have to leave on an urgency or something. You can just leave your DS screen on. A Pokemon will not pop up as long as you do not move from your spot. So that is a guarantee that your Pokemon will not leave. So I found out earlier today the things that do break your chain. Things that do break your chain. If you run away from the Pokemon, if the Pokemon scares away, or if you scare off the Pokemon, those 3 things will break the chain. Other things that can possibly break the chain, you jumping off a ledge within a radius of 4 squares of the Pokemon, or running in a radius of 4 squares of that Pokemon will break the chain. And after everything's all said and done, you will receive your shiny Pokemon. The average number for finding a shiny Pokemon is between a chain of 70 to 120, but the odds I do believe are 1 out of 200 like PokeRadar at a chain of 40 plus.